Welcome to Blues Rock Weekly, your source for what's going on in the world of blues rock. If you're new to the channel, we bring you the news in blues rock every single week, so make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with what's going on in the genre. The godfather of British blues, John Mayall, passed away peacefully at his home this week, surrounded by family. He was 90 years old. Tributes have been pouring in for the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. Mayall's Bluesbreakers record with Eric Clapton, known as the Beano album, is considered one of the genre's most influential records. In a soon-to-be-released interview with Blues Rock Review, Joe Bonamassa had this to say about Mayall's impact and legacy.
The impact of his music and the impact of the blues never, you could never imagine what the music would sound like if it wasn't for John Mayall and Alexis Corner and Big Bill Brunsey. And those guys were the founding fathers of this movement that turned into the Led Zeppelins, the Rory Gallaghers, the Gary Moores, the everything that's on your shirt. Blues rock started with those guys in London. Every suburban white kid who plays a Les Paul guitar owes a debt of gratitude to John Mayall. I'll take that to my grave.
Eric Clapton shared an emotional message on social media thanking Mayall.
I want to say thank you chiefly for rescuing me from oblivion and God knows what. When I was a young man, around the age of 18, 19, when I decided that I was going to quit music, he found me and took me into his home and asked me to join his band, and I stayed with him, and I learned all that I really have to draw on today in terms of technique and desire to play.
In an upcoming interview for the Blues Rock Show recorded just days before Mayall's death, former bluesbreaker Walter Trout shared how Mayall changed his life.
I got that gig because I was in canned heat, and John Mayall had put the original Bluesbreakers back together again with Mick Taylor, John McVie, and Colin Allen. This was 1981. And we went and did 3 shows with them. We did Berkeley, San Francisco, and Santa Cruz. And I became friends with John. I became friends with Mick Taylor and John McVie, and we were all hanging out together for those 3 days. And at the end of the 3 days, John Mayall said to me, well, what's Canned Heat going to do now? And I said, well, they're taking like 3 months off. And he said, well, why don't you come out with us? I'd love to hear you play guitar with Mick Taylor. So suddenly there I was playing with the original Bluesbreakers, which was amazing to me because when those guys were making those iconic albums, I was in high school.
See the full interview with Walter Trout Monday, July 29th on bluesrockreview.com. Warren Haynes will release a new studio album called Million Voices Whisper this fall. Warren is fresh off touring with Slash at the Serpent Festival. See dates for the upcoming Million Voices Whisper tour at bluesrockreview.com. Robert Jon and the Rack have released a music video for Hate to See You Go. Frontman Robert Jon Burrison said, quote, "Hate to See You Go reflects on the hardships of someone needing to leave the people they love." Watch the music video at bluesrockreview.com. UK-based up-and-comers Brave Rival have unveiled a lyric video for Heavy. It's from the upcoming album Fight or Flight, out August 16th. Vocalist Chloe Josephine said, quote, "Lyrically, we took inspiration from the journeys of our fans and the push and pull anxiety can bring on within oneself. That crushing wave-like feeling is familiar to all of us. Hear it now at bluesrockreview.com. And that's just some of what's going on in a very busy week in blues rock. The 8th annual Allman Betts Family Revival was announced. They've got a stellar lineup. Head on over to bluesrockreview.com to get the details on that. And let us know down in the comments section below what your favorite John Mayall song is. And if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Blues Rock Weekly. And please hit that like button. With blues rock not being a mainstream thing, your support really does go a long way. And it really helps us get this music out to more people, and we definitely appreciate the support. We'll see you next time on Blues Rock Weekly.